Now that's what I call a school trip. Now, she's the hottest female act in the world right now. Now forget Madonna, Beyonce or Mariah, Lady Gaga is setting the bar. Tim Wilson secured an audience with the self-described New York performance artist to talk music, her legions of fans, and why for her performing is an orgasmic experience.
Like they do in Texas, please.
Lady Gaga is throwing out the rule book. You can't not look New York born and raised, tough as new boots. She seems like the kind of girl who only exists where the rubber of male fantasies meets the road of post-feminism.
It's an outer body experience for me. When you have an orgasm, you're not thinking, your brain is shut off, and it's visceral. It's entirely visceral and emotional and physical, but the brain is not involved.
Okay, but then sex is clearly on Lady Gaga's mind?
You've described performing as like having an orgasm. Can you walk me through that?
Well, that's very private. I guess the show begins, and then it gets more and more exciting.
Steady.
And then it reaches a climax.
Take a stiff drink in New Zealand, because this platinum blonde packet of trouble is headed to the land of the long white cloud. And the woman who admits to being partial to both genders is especially keen on meeting some local birds.
What do you know about New Zealand?
What do I know about New Zealand? Well, I know I love my fans in New Zealand. And I know that I love those kiwi birds so much.
The kiwis?
They're so cute.
Really?
And I always have. I know that sounds very weird, but when I was learning about, endangered species in school, the kiwi was always my favorite.
I've had a little bit too much.
Face to face, she oozes rock star glamour and just a little danger.
I hope that's scotch and soda.
It's whiskey on the rocks.
Then, a few crazy, twisty, turny minutes later, this pop dominatrix turns so polite and so sweet, you almost want to bring her home to meet Mum.
Thank you for my rose.
Yes, no, that was I brought it in from the food tray, but it was meant with
all
feeling.
All the way from New Zealand.
Well, all the way from the food tray.
But all of this would be nothing without the music. And Gaga is not just some pop confection cooked up by studio boffins and jaded stylists.
Let's play a love game, play a love game. Do you want love or you want fame or you want love game? Know the love game.
When I was very young, my father used to play lots of rock and roll music in the living room on vinyl. And he used to pick me up and spin me around, and we would dance, and it just did change my life.
Her life has changed. Look at her mates now. Yet for Gaga, fame is a bitch.
In America, I can't really speak for New Zealand, but in America, fame is kind of the ultimate valuable trait. If you're famous, you have tremendous worth in the world, but that's not true at all.
However, her protestations can't stop the kids who are Gaga about Gaga.
You're a sweetheart. Oh, I'm shaking.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my God.
This YouTube video that instructs you how to make your face up to look like the pop icon has had almost 9 million hits.
They're not like normal commercial radio fans. They're like punk rock fans. They're dressed up and throwing glitter and they're fainting. I mean, I've had probably 20 to 30 fans faint every show, and they're in like the most wonderful love
ecstasy.
and art. Well, I don't know about the drug ecstasy, but there's certainly.
I wasn't saying anything, Gaga.
Certainly,
I make no assumptions.
Certainly, in a moment of ecstasy, where they're just loving music and art, and they're throwing glitter, and there's lipstick everywhere, and they're making out and dancing.
Roma, Roma, Gaga, ooh la la, what's your